Take one. The Luxley show is real good fun, with two great hosts, not just the one. With a shelf of love and awful jokes, I tune in each week, and so should you folks.
My nephew would love some of the heavy equipment that they use in here. Another one for you, Thomas and Alexander. Look at that. This is health and safety gone nuts. It's amazing. It was the guy outside our stall just stood in amazement watching the two diggers trying to shift them. So here's the deal. We are on a ferry. I say just because they've left us in the middle. The reason they've left us in the middle is that we have a run-up. Because me and Nord and Leah have got to get Homer off the boat. If we don't get Homer off the boat, they're going to sail him back to Southampton. Basically missed the boat by 5 minutes. Drove McDonald's, had some food, and then we tried to drive back. The engine overheated. Something went boom. Piss smoke everywhere. We didn't know what to do. Head in our hands. Can't get hold of the AA. They said they weren't allowed to help us push it onto the boat, so we had to push it onto the boat. That was fun, but we did it, so that's cool. We've got our run-up chance to get into East Cowes. There was one guy who helped us jump-start the car twice, a girl as well, but there was one guy in a white car in McDonald's car park in Southampton. You are an absolute lifesaver and a diamond. We tried to offer you a cider and a lager because that was all we could have, and in the car that's Tetris packed. And he didn't even take it because he didn't drink. He said he had just got off his crutches and he was enjoying his freedom and buzzing around in his car. So, dude, thank you, seriously. You are an absolute legend. If there's anything I can ever do for you, get back in contact. So yeah, mission on. I thought I'd give you a quick insight into some of the hell that's just gone down. Our luck seemed to run out about 2 miles from home. The floating bridge decided to cancel, so we can't even get to Cowes. Porter's going to come and drive from East Cowes, and he's going to pick us up and drive Nod home. Hopefully drop me and Jenny and Leah home. And yeah, we're going to try and fix all this malarkey tomorrow. So yeah, Glastonbury was amazing. So amazing so that we used up so much of our good luck that it's all got a bit wrong. But don't worry, these are issues that we'll overcome with perseverance and strength. Do you like the beard? This is totally a go-y now, yeah? Leah to drive, what, because she's the tiniest one here. We can do it, Jenny! Right.
Amazing, guys.
Yes, Porter. Oh, Jenny. What's happened? What's happened? It's all got a bit wrong. Did you know that Homer could go that fast backwards?
This isn't.
It's amazing. There he goes. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Homer. He's broked. Lewis Townsend, ladies and gentlemen, he has just created his first piece of Jaguar art. Look how gorgeous that is.
It was amazing.
That
Absolutely.
Not too bad, is it?
I think that your balls could do with maybe a little bit more wrinkles and maybe a bit of jizz up the top, but bar that,
Yeah.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him another round of applause. Lewis Townsend, it's amazing. It's amazing. The antics of the henna stall.
What have Brussels sprouts and pubes got in common?
What have Brussels sprouts and pubes got in common?
You both push them to one side and carry on eating.
Again?
You massive cockhead!
Why is he saying that?
Because look,
There you go. Sometimes you never remember the face, but you remember the tattoo. How did the rest of it go?
It's alright. Like, he started peeling off as well later that day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, it stayed and you didn't smudge it that much. Amazing.
Yeah, I was expecting it to like come all off because like it peeled off, so I just rubbed it off and I woke up and it was there. It shot me.
Did you use a rest on any of your mates?
No, I lost it.
You've lost it?
Yeah, so I couldn't.
Oh, well, you know what it does now.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty cool, especially when you go home and tell your mum it's real. He's going to get it permanently. Oh, that's the best tattoos to do. Cheers, boys. Yeah. Cheers for coming back to show us. Where are we, Leah?
In the Greenpeace field.
Not just the Greenpeace field, where are we?
In a secret bar. In a boat.
In a secret bar, on a boat. And what are we here for? What did we manage to just blag into?
Bonobo!
Fish in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "Do you want to drive this thing?"
What's the difference between a woman and a microwave?
A woman in a microwave, go on.
One doesn't scream when you put a piece of meat in it.
I like it, I like it.
Where do cows go at Glastonbury?
Where do cows go at Glastonbury?
Cut. Get ready.
This is Molly, ladies and gentlemen. She is not a pussy.
Right, what am I doing? Am I just saying it?
The guy's thinking to himself, oh shit, I forgot the punchline.
I got nothing.
It's very long.
That's alright.
Right. Bueno.
That's the way you tell him.
You're not going to make the final cut with that.
No, fuck. I couldn't remember the last bit, but not the
Hold on, Smil, come back to me.
Okay. Start at the end of my
I remember.
Got it, go. I'll cut it out.
The guy says to himself, if I'd known she could. No, what is it? Oh my god.
It's the best ever.
Do you know my mum taught me?
Right, ready?
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so these two 90-year-olds are dating, and it's going really well, and they think, let's take it to the next level. And it's been a while, so they set the date and it's all really romantic. And they get together and they're both quite nervous because obviously they're 90. Anyway, they get on with it and it goes all right, and afterwards they're lying there and the guy thinks to himself, shit, if I'd known she was a virgin, I would have been more gentle. And she's thinking to herself, fuck, if I'd known he could get it up, I would have taken my tights off. That's the one!
Lys's Love Shack. What?
Need my fucking wine, yeah?
I've got to edit all this.
Go on, you do yours.
Okay,
So there's a family,
Okay.
and there's a little boy and a mum and dad. And one day the little boy hears his mum and dad arguing, and they're calling each other bitches and bastards. And the little boy's like, Dad, what does that mean? And they're like, it's a posh word for ladies and gentlemen. And then later on in the day, the little boy sees his mum put her makeup on, and she smudges her lipstick.
Yeah.
So the guy's like, Mum, what does shit mean? No, she says shit, and then the guy's like, what does shit mean? And she says, posh word for makeup. And then later on in the day, the dad's carving the turkey, and he says, fuck. And the little boy's like, Dad, what does fuck mean? And he's like, oh, it's a posh word for cutting.
Right.
And he says, okay. And then later on in the day, the family have guests over for dinner. The little boy opens the door and says, welcome, bitches and bastards. Dad's in the kitchen fucking the turkey, Mum's upstairs putting shit on her face. That's quite a banging one, isn't it?
I like it. I think it's really good.
So there was this conference in London, and all the delegates were going to be taken to a club for the evening, and the guy in charge took them all down there, and he had them all on the guest list, and there were people from all over the world, because this company is like multi-global company. So they had a guy from Afghanistan, a guy from Pakistan, India, Burma, a Sri Lankan, there was a Bangladeshi, there was a Chinese delegate, a Japanese, a North Korean and a South Korean, an Indonesian, Australian and a New Zealander. There was a representative from Chile, Peru, another one from Argentina, there was one from Bolivia, Colombia, Brazil of course, Venezuela, Mexico, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Honduras. There was a guy from the States, there was a Canadian, there was did I say Mexican? Mexican. There was an Englishman, of course, and an Irishman, and a Scotsman, and a Welshman, and a Northern Irishman, a Frenchman, a Portuguese guy, a Spaniard, an Italian, a Greek, a Croatian, a Bosnian, a Serbian, a German, an Austrian, a Dane, a Swede, a Norwegian, a Finn, a Russian, a Ukrainian as well. In fact, there were two Ukrainians, one that spoke Russian and one that spoke Ukrainian. There was did I say there was an Iraqi and an Iranian? There was a Syrian, a Jordanian, there was an Israeli, there was a guy from Egypt, another one from Tunisia, another one from Libya, one from Algeria, there was a Moroccan, there was an El Sahrawian, there was a Nigerian, there was a Ghanaian, there was an Ivory Coastian, there was a South African, an Angolan, a Mozambican, a Madagascan, and all these people, and an Ethiopian and an Eritrean and a Somali as well, and a Saudi, and a Yemeni and a Kuwaiti, and a guy from Bhutan, and then one from Tibet who the Chinese guy didn't like to sit next to. Anyway, they're all at this club, in the nightclub, and the doorman says, I'm sorry, you can't come in. And the guy, the English guy, he's organising it all, said, what do you mean? What do you mean they can't come in? He said, you can't come in without a tie.
That was awesome, that was really good.